Hey guys, it's Teresa again with Jeremiah Dreams, ready to kind of give you guys a continuation of what I was doing earlier this afternoon. I had a 30-minute segment on Craft Round the Clock Facebook page, and I started a project of making some village pieces out of scrap wood. And the scrap wood that I'm using are pieces that were left over from when I made my daughter's wooden clock for her dining room. So as you join me, please say hello. Let me know you're here. Tell me where you're watching from. I always love seeing where everyone is from because it just amazes me the technology that we have now to just bring our world closer together, and it's just the coolest thing ever. So as you join, say hello. I am going to pin a comment that's going to have some good information for you guys. Bear with me one little moment, and let me find where my little segment here is and get that all pinned. Let's see, y'all, you know how it is with me and tech stuff, because for one minute there, I'm like, okay, it's showing me, and then I can't find it, and it's a struggle. Okay, so plan B, we're going to go back to the page after we got off of it and see if it won't pick me up now. Refresh everything, and that will probably do the trick. Let's see here. So close. Yep, here it is. Little segment here is. I always forget to turn it down. Hi, Christine, you're with me. Yay. I see a few more eyes. You guys say hello. Okay, let me pin this comment. And I always struggle with, y'all know me, I always struggle with this part. It won't let me. And I've tried several different little techniques. So y'all bear with me. Don't go anywhere. Don't leave me. Come on now. Silly thing. Oh, I know. I have to send it first. I don't know why that is. I was trying to do it while it was still in the draft stage. Now, once I've sent it, then I can pin it. I've got to remember that. So what I'm pinning there, if you'll notice, it's letting you know about my Facebook website because that is up and running, and there's new things coming. Also letting you know about Craft Round the Clock TV on Roku, and it's coming to Amazon Fire. We're just not there yet. And if you want to receive notifications to your cell phone that I'm live, just follow that little link that is right there, and you will be able to do so. Let's see, who else is here? Who is here? My son is here. Oh my goodness, y'all. Hey, son. Mr. Police Officer, y'all, they ask about you quite often, son. Hi, Rena and Janet and Ann. Yes, you do live down the road, sister. In fact, I've been to your house. Oh my goodness. Hey, Terry, how are you? It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. That's so funny. Seth, I don't know if you popped on and you just popped back off, but anyway, I'm glad you're here. And I assume Allie's there with you watching too. Hey, Allie. Just in case, I love both of you with all my heart. They are finally getting to take their honeymoon. Hey, Janice. So they're down in Florida, soaking in some rays, and oh, thank you, Christine, for the hearts. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you for painting the blessings and sending the hearts. All of that stuff matters so much with Facebook, and I just so appreciate it. But let me show you. Oh, two things. I mentioned this when I was live at 5:30. I did Craft Round the Clock, but I am doing a free workshop this Saturday to teach you how to make this little canvas, how to paint this. And all of this is freehand. I just think it is going to be a lot of fun. It is a free workshop that I'm giving on Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. All you need to do is you're going to have to register. You'll have to go to my website. That link is not quite live yet. I'm hoping that link will be live tomorrow. I will definitely be putting something out there for you guys. Hey, Linda. So be on the watch. I will post something when that is live. Let's see. And it is free. Don't forget, that's very important. So I thought it turned out so pretty. I thought, oh, I got to make that a workshop because y'all, we can get this done in about 2 hours. 2 hours tops. And it's not hard. I promise we can do this. Okay. So started this little project today. And you guys, these are like faux brick painted on there. And I've got to finish this one up. And I cut this out of scrap wood myself. It was left over from my daughter's clock that's hanging in her dining room, the pallet clock. And so I decided to kind of make some little wooden pieces. So I've got this one that I've started and this one. It's a different size. And yes, the tops are not perfect. I wanted them to be off center. Hey, Rhonda. Thank you so much. Chastity. Oh, girl, we're just getting started. We're just getting started. You haven't missed anything, sister. So I'm going to make a little village. I've got more scrap wood. I actually got my jigsaw out and I cut it. And I cut the shape of the roof and sanded them and began the distress effect. You know how that goes. And I'm going to now flip so that you guys can see closer. Let me get you over here a little bit closer so y'all can see the things. And I don't mean to make anyone seasick. Bear with me. You got to close your eyes for a minute. I'll let you know when we stopped. All right. I think we're good. So if you want to open your eyes again, I'm still messing with the camera because I can't seem to get the whole thing in there. But that's pretty close. There we go. So what I envision for this, I don't know if you can tell. Let me see if I can get this a little closer. But for these bricks, and hopefully it won't go blurry on me, I actually took some black paint, watered down real thin, and did some division in the bricks. Did a little more outlining. And I want to put more brick kind of effects around the windows. But here's the thing. I want to put things in the windows too. So I'm trying to think of where I want to start first because I have so many ideas running through my mind. Let's see. What are y'all saying? I got to see what you're saying. I am so glad all of y'all are here. I just love it. Okay, I want to put a cat. Let's do a white cat because I love white kitty cats. I've got 2 cats myself. I have a calico, and maybe we do 2 cats since I have 2 cats. Maybe we'll do a calico and the white cat. My other cat is black with white feet. Her name is Socks. So maybe I'll do a white cat with black feet in honor for her, but a black cat will not show up on these windows very well. So let's see if we can't paint us a little kitty cat in one of these windows. And this is kind of what I'm thinking. Let me get a better point on my brush. Okay. So I'm going to make this cat kind of like so. And I'm going to get probably pretty quiet here because I've got to get a better tip. I need to get there's some stuff at Hobby Lobby that you can get to get your brushes really, really clean. I think that's part of my problem in getting a really good point. Rena says she'll have to let you know when she visits her sister. Oh, how cool would that be, y'all? I wish I could get with y'all too. I'm in Alabama quite often. Okay, so I'm painting his little head now. I'm going to put some little ears. Maybe he won't look too much like a rabbit. May have to kind of touch him up a little bit. But I want his tail to swoop. So here's the tail. I want it to kind of curl. That's a pretty long tail too. Y'all, bear with me. Might need to make the little kitty just a little bit bigger so he goes along with his tail pretty good. Let's do that. And we make his little head a little bit better too. We can do it. I want to come with y'all, Rena and Rhonda. Can I be there too? Let's make another little foot up as if he's holding up his paw. And with this, whatever I don't like, all I got to do is take some black and make it a little bit better. Won't that be cute? Okay, here comes his little head. I think I had his ears a little too big. Now he's looking like a mouse. Part of it is I can't get a good point. You take a baby wipe and kind of remove those ears and get that a little bit better. So I have found that baby wipes are an artist's best friend, because if there's ever something you don't like, you can just use a baby wipe to kind of carve it out, just like so. Okay. Let me see if I got a little smaller round brush. Let's try that. I need to get some of that stuff that they've got at Hobby Lobby where you can give a really good cleaning to your brushes. I keep them clean, but I think over time it needs a little bit more. Here we go, getting a little better point, and that's what I needed. All right, so I'm gonna let that dry for just a little bit. And what else are y'all saying? I love being in the conversation. I love y'all talking to each other. And we're gonna put a little nose on him, but I need to get another second layer on here. Let me get my paint thinned down a little bit too, and that'll probably help. Sometimes when it's really thick, it's a little more difficult to manage. If you get it thinned down, it just flows better. Here we go. So to put whiskers on our cat is going to be a little bit of a challenge with this being oh, thank you for the hearts. Thank you so much. It's going to be a little bit of a challenge with this being a black background. So I'm probably going to make the whiskers more gray. Let's see here. Let's make the shape of his head a little bit more round through here and come up over. And I'm going to tell y'all what, I have noticed today my eyesight is kind of struggling. I've got an appointment to get my eyes checked, but sometimes I just have to take my glasses off. It's just, whew, difficult. I'm not getting old or anything, so don't anybody be thinking that for 1 minute. Not for 1 minute. Swirl that tail around. And of course, with this being a white cat and there's a lot of white going on, we're going to have to put some shadow kind of around parts of this cat that are just kind of fading into the background too. Y'all, I just love all the hearts. Thank you so much. That makes my heart warm. Okay, let's get a little bit of black on here. Now this is going to be a trick because he's little. Here comes more hearts, y'all. Thank you so much. Y'all are precious. I hope y'all will sign up for the free workshop. It's free. Did I say it's free? Just making sure you know it's free. Let me just dry him just a little bit. Now, I'm going to put a little bit of additional. Let me get a really good point. I tell you one thing I've discovered too is if I take a wet wipe and I twirl my brush in the wet wipe, it'll help get that point too. Oh, thank you, Terry. Thank you, ma'am. So some of y'all were not on here earlier, or I don't know if some of you were here last night. We were talking about Craft Round the Clock TV, if you have Roku or not. If you have Roku and you've been able to watch, let me know. I'd love to hear what you think about the new Craft Round the Clock TV. I'm going to thin this black down too so it'll flow. I don't want to get it too watery, but I want it to get a really good point. Okay, so I'm going to put one little eye, and I've got to be so careful. He's so little. I'm just trying to get that paint to come off the brush because I'm trying to use very, very little pressure. You know, cats' eyes are shaped a little bit different. And then they've got this little nose going on. I want to give him some little black paws in honor of my kitty that is black with white paws. But I don't want him to fade too much into the background. So we're going to have to add some detail to help him be seen. Oh, Terry, you will be, girl. Everybody's going to be on there. There's a white cat with a black tail around here. Oh, funny. Okay, let me get some lighter gray. I'll get a good point going on my brush again using this baby wipe. I found that really kind of helps the bristles of my brush reshape, but I really do need to get some of that really good brush cleaner. Every now and then you just got to do that. Alrighty, I don't want to miss any of your comments. I keep looking to see. I'm going to put just a little bit of shadow right under his neck, like down on his chest. That's just going to help shape his head. I should say shape her head, because my little socks, my two cats, both are females. I want a little bit of detail right through here. And it's tough to get a lot of detail going on this because it's so little, but we're going to do what we can and hopefully not make a mess of it. I think my son said hi and disappeared. He's like, okay, I'm out. Okay, I picked up a little more white just to shape the head again a little bit better. And I'm going to now get a little bit of gray. Hope y'all can see okay. Can y'all see all right? Do you need it to be closer? I'm going to do some whiskers. Hopefully, if I can get enough paint on there to... Okay, I gotta take the glasses off. Y'all, I'm telling you, my vision, it's really driving me nuts. There we go. This makes me think of when, Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. Do you guys remember ever going through those in those tiny, tiny, tiny little, like even on a pinhead, the sculpting that would be done, and they would have those things in that museum. This is kind of making me think that, just because my vision's having a problem with seeing something so small and trying to get a good point. All right, I need to put a little bit of gray. Trying to create shadow. That may not have worked like I wanted it to, but we're going to shape it up and make it work. So y'all bear with me. I got to fix this one little leg. I'm just going to shape it up right through here. Okay, now I'm going to work on the tail. Need some more paint right through there. Another good coat. He's really not too bad. Let me see if I can get him a little bit closer so y'all can see, and maybe the camera won't go blurry. What do you think? Does it look okay for a T90 cat? T90 cat. Let me put a little bit of shadow around the tail, just on one side. Just to help give it some definition. There we go. Now we need a lamp. One of these needs a lamp. Thank you all. Thank you, Rena. You guys that are creatives, y'all, your opinion matters a whole lot to me. So y'all raise the bar. Now I don't want something in every single window. So I'm thinking probably this window here for sure needs a lamp. Now here's the trick. It needs to have a glow. So how do you create a glow on the window? And the answer is you're going to combine, let me get a different brush for this. There's a certain brush I like to use for mixing. You're going to combine some yellow and some white, because it's not going to be white, but it's not going to be a yellow. It's somewhere very, very, very faint. Okay. And I like that pretty good. So I'm going to imagine that this has a glow somewhere like right in this area. And I'm just going to kind of place that in. And I'm just really kind of dotting it. And I'm keeping it kind of round. Now I want to take another brush, and I'm going to dry brush it, so to speak, just to really, I'm almost scrubbing it kind of thing. But this is in the background now. Keep that in mind. Let me just pick up a little more. Just because I don't want gaps. So when one brush doesn't do what we want it to, we go to another brush. Right? Because it doesn't, it's not supposed to look like lightning bugs. It's supposed to look like the glow from the lamp. So I'm just barely putting any paint on my brush. Y'all, a lot of times all this is trial and error on getting these effects. And I really want to fade it out a little bit more, so just kind of really working that. Okay. Now, let's see here. I need a little bit of drink. Hang on. All right. I want to create the base of the lamp. What color should the lamp be? Y'all tell me what color to make the lamp. I'm talking about the base of it. Maybe I'm kind of conflicted here. What do y'all think? Y'all tell me. Y'all give me some opinions. Gray? You know that went through my mind, so I like it. Let's do gray. Let's go with that. Let's just do that. I may start with this really light gray and then have to go with a darker gray. Yeah, it needs a darker gray. Let's see. Here we go. This is just regular gray. Get my round brush. Actually, I want this one, I think. And then we'll put a little indication of reflection on that vase, or whatever you want to call it. So do any of you guys have collectible villages like the Department 56 or something like that? I love villages. Really wanted this to be shaped a little bit different, but because of the size, it's being a little difficult. I wonder if I can alter it. We're going to try. It's just paint. And I'm looking at the negative space on this to get my outline. Okay. And then I'll probably continue working on that too. Go back in and fill in this yellow. See how we changed the whole shape of that? It was being a little boxy. A little bit too much water right through there. Okay. So now I'm thinking I'm just going to put a white shade on it. Like so. And I'll probably outline this a little more just so it has better definition and stands out. It needs to be dried too, so hang on a second. Oh, Linda said red. We'll do a red one still. For sure. Definitely we'll be doing a red one. Putting a second coat for this lampshade. Okay. I don't know, because this is so small, let me hold this up so you can kind of see. And it looks like the camera's going to go a little bit blurry. But let's go back to our little lamp. And we've got a darker gray there. Now let's kind of add some light gray. and this will help it to stand out a little bit. And I have at the top of this, I don't know if you can tell from where you guys are, I've tried to incorporate a little bit of a hole in the top of that lampshade. And let me try to just get that accentuated a little bit more. There we go. Being very careful. Kind of adding a little bit of detail. There's a little fuzz or something on my brush. May just be my eyes again. Okay. I want to add a little bit of glow or shine on this vase, on the base of the lamp. Like so. And I probably need to let that dry really well. Okay, let's see here. I need to put in some window panes. I am going to use some light gray. Try to do a very, very neat job. Okay. Oh, totally got out of camera, you guys. I'm so sorry. Did not realize. I knew it felt like it was far away from me, but I thought y'all could see. All right. Coming down to the next one. Here we go. Let me get this direction done. There we go. What do you think? Getting there. Hey, Francis. How are you, my friend? Now, this cat, in my mind, is on the outside of this window on the ledge. Because you know cats are like that. Okay. Now, I explained to the group at 5:30 that my plan for this is, believe it or not, I am one of the last people in America to have a tiered tray anywhere in their home. And my plan is to make one and use these guys in my tiered tray. And I know a lot of people use these little houses and they'll have messages on them. And I just wanted to do my own thing and not necessarily have a message on mine. Now we got to put our window panes over the top of this lamp. Because it's on the inside of the house. Okay. Now, one thing I want to do is I want to put something right in this area like shrubbery or something. Thank you, Rhonda. I bet you never get this. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Rhonda. You know what? You remember the Beach Boys? Help me, Rhonda. Help. Sorry. You probably get that, and you're probably rolling your eyes right about now. I'm sorry. Don't mean to be too goofy. Do you remember the Beach Boys days? Y'all, I was in elementary school. Oh, goodness. Gotta laugh. All right. I need some greenery. Let's see. I'm going to get my leaf green to start with and use it as a base. Okay. And for the greenery, what do y'all think? What kind of greenery? Is it roses? Is it hydrangea bushes? It needs to be a flowering something. So, silly and goofy fun. You got that right, sister. Oh, thank you, Winifred. I'm glad you think so, girl. Who knew? Piece of wood. Look at there. I think it's going to be adorable. Just have it sitting on a tiered tray. Well, while y'all are deciding what kind of flowering bush we're going to have, I'm going to go ahead and start laying in some leaf green as the base. Ooh, it's coming out kind of gunky. I don't know why. I haven't had this bottle very long. Hang on. Let me get this out. Trying to find just what I need to get this. It's like it got an air bubble or something in there that just kind of gummed it up. Oh, I know what I need to do. Let me get this other baby wipe thing. That will solve it. Yep. Wow, I had a big old long piece of dried stuff in there. Now then. Okay. Oh, goodness, Rena. I know it. So I don't know, Francis, what it season it needs to be. I guess summer, because we're in summer. I know right now blue hydrangeas are flowering. Do you think a hydrangea bush would be a good idea? And I love blue hydrangeas. I mean, I love the pink ones, but mine are blue, and I just love them. Get all this paint off my hands before I accidentally get it on something else. So let's see here. I'm going to use a pretty big round brush, and I'm just going to kind of dot this bush in. And my hydrangea bushes are pretty big. And this is just the background shadow. The depth of the bush. And then we're going to come back in with some couple of different lighter colors. Go ahead and get those out. Yes, it would. Okay. I love blue hydrangeas. All right, let me get just a little bit more of this green in here, and then we're going to add a couple of other shades of green. Then we can add our little blue hydrangea blooms. And they're not little. Mine are very sizable. Okay, I'm going to rinse my brush. And next, I'm going to lay in, this is called, well, let me draw this real quick. This is called basil that I'm going to do next. You're worried about the kitty falling? Well, they have 9 lives. Oh, was so funny. Oh my. Oh, girl, Rhonda, I do too. Do you have hydrangeas at your house? Yeah. I hear that, Francis. I rely on spell check quite often. Now, I don't want to totally cover up this base green, so I'm being very light with this basil color because I want to definitely keep some of that in there. And then this other green color, what is it? It's, oh, I love saying this word, wasabi. Wasabi. And I'm going to add just sparingly the wasabi color because it's really highlights. It's like where light is going to strike the leaves. So you may even have a little more of it at the top, like that. Using very little pressure because you don't want it to get away from you. Okay. This one I need just a little more of the basil in there. There we go. Now I'm going to add just a little more wasabi. So I get kind of the effect that I'm looking for. And like I said, there's just a little more at the top. Okay. Let me come back. I want it to be a little darker right through here. And get this other green going too, so that it breaks it up. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, Winifred, I've got roses and Rose of Sharon too. Love them. Love them. I have some beautiful rose bushes. They are very stressed right now. They don't look good right now, and usually they look awesome, but not so much right now. And I'm going to tell you something else I love about the hydrangeas is because, you know, the blue is all based on the pH balance in the soil. And so it's really cool when you have the blooms that are some pink and then some blue and some purple kind of all mixed in there. That is just gorgeous. Okay. So I'm taking a small round brush and I'm adding in my blue. I'm just dotting these in, my blue blooms. And honestly, these blooms are just a series of dots clumped together. Y'all, I really hope you'll take my free course Saturday because I am excited about it. And you are going to be amazed at how easy that little painting is and that you can do it too. Yes, you can. Come back over here. Add in my little blooms over here. Almost done. Then we're going to add some little bit of detail to these blooms just to help them have character. Well, Rhonda, it's perfectly fine if you're not going to be home. If you register, you will have the entire month of July to go back and watch the replay. So when you register, you will be in a private, you'll have access to a private Facebook group. And then within that private Facebook group, you will be in there until the end of July. And so that you can go back and watch the replay as many times as you want to. So go ahead and register. It is free. It is not there yet. I've submitted everything to my web designer, and I'm hoping that it will be live tomorrow. So as soon as the sign up page is live, I'll be putting out a post. I'm kind of giving y'all a sneak peek preview today of what the project will be, and hopefully I will be able to tell y'all, all right, start signing up or something. But if you want to message me, I can send the link directly to you as well. Yeah. See, I knew that not everybody's schedules would allow them to be there when I'm there. So I purposefully decided that it would be something where you could be in that group for the whole month. You know, if you were to try to do things when everybody's available, it would be impossible. Okay, I'm adding white to these blue blooms because of suggesting the effect that light has. And it just helps them to stand out. And sometimes, like I've told y'all before, the brush kind of does its own thing. So I'll have to go back and do little corrections. But it is a layering process. So now I'm going to pick up some of this blue where the white was too much. Even the ones where I was okay with it, I'm going back and just touching it so that it's not looking so much like white on top of blue, but hopefully intermingled. There. Now we need just a little something extra right through here. I'm going to get just a little bit of black. It needs to be thinned down a little bit. It's pretty gotten thick on me, just drying. Get a good point. And I'm going to put, there's just a little hint of bristle. I'm going to work in my favor. And so I'm putting just a little bit of shadow under each little bloom. Okay. And I even want to go in and just touch in the bush hints of black just so that it's giving depth to those leaves. Now I also want to come down here at the bottom and add some shadow under the bush. Like that. All right, now let's come to the other one. Let's do the same thing. And there again, my brush is wanting to do its own thing, being cantankerous with me. And just got a couple of more blooms left. And again, I'm going to add just a little bit inside the bush. And that, see, my brush didn't work with me right there. So I'm going to pick up this other brush and go back and kind of, let me dry it first. Because if I don't, it'll just smear. And let me fix this one little spot right here. I'm going to use basil first. Another little spot, just kind of toning down where I feel like the black is too heavy. And actually get a little bit of wasabi. There we go. What do you think? I really don't think I need to do a whole lot more to this. At least not until I get the other little house done. And there'll be like a pair. See how, bring this back down. Sorry, I didn't realize it was out of view. So this one, I painted the chalk paint, Waverly chalk paint in Elephant. Did that first. And then I went with the Waverly chalk paint in white on top of it after the Elephant dried. And then I sanded it to distress it. So that it would coordinate, I did the opposite with this one. I started with the white, did the Elephant on top of that, sanded it to distress it, and then they'll go together. So there's going to be different kinds of windows for sure, but they're in the same color, the same family. I just saw one thing I want to do real quick, and I think this will help with a lot of aspects of this. I'm going to just take some black, and I'm just going to go in a line right at the top of this just to kind of give it a roof. I just thought about that. There we go. And come on this other side. There we go. To be honest with you, I could even totally outline this roof and even paint this black on top. I really like that idea. I think I will. Let me get my flat brush out because I really like that idea. Just trying to get that edge right there. There we go. So do you guys all have the tiered trays in your home? And I think the reason I haven't done one yet is I couldn't figure out exactly what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it. But I've got a little bit of a vision for it now. And I was talking to my daughter about it last week, and she wants me to make one for her too. I like that. I like that with the black on the top. I like that a lot. I think that really helps define it. All right. Well, y'all, I feel like this one's done. Do you concur? Do you agree? I think so. I am going to call this one done. Thank you for the hearts. Rena, you don't have a tier tray? I just couldn't decide. So I finally kind of know what I want to do, but I'm going to, I want to do something a little bit different. So I'm still working on the whole design of it, but I definitely have a better vision for it than I did. You don't have one either, Rhonda? Well, we just need to get together. Maybe we need to do a workshop on one of those, and let's all do it. Thank you, Janice. Yep, I think we might need to. Y'all, I have paint all in my nails. Oh my goodness, how did I get green there? I bet when that glump came up, I bet that's exactly what happened. Well, I'm supposed to get my nails done this week anyway, but oh well. So there's our little house out of just a piece of scrap wood, y'all. I think it turned out precious. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, my friend. Well, y'all, that's it for tonight. I just wanted to get this little jewel finished up. Maybe, let's see, what is today? Tuesday. No, today's Monday. Y'all, this long weekend, I have lost track of what day it is. Tomorrow night, I probably won't be able to come live. I have an appointment tomorrow evening. But we'll just see. I'll play it by ear, but I'll definitely send you a text and let you know, okay? All right. So I'm back. It's me. I just want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you guys being here. Y'all are just so faithful to come. Please paint the blessings and let your friends know about my page. I would love for them to be here with us too, and us just fellowship and just develop our friendships even further. I just want you to know what a blessing you guys are to me. And if you haven't heard it today, hear it now. I love you and I appreciate you. And I just appreciate the time you give to come hang out with me. So on that note, y'all, I'm going to say good night. I've got a meeting in the morning, so I'm going to have to kind of head the bed direction and get ready for tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful, restful evening and a wonderful day tomorrow. And I will see y'all very soon. Good night. I love you guys. Bye.